welcome to another episode of Words of Wisdom from the Wise. And today, we're going to talk about the fact that you can't put new wine in old bottles. What does that mean? Well, we're going to find out now. So, let's just jump right in. Now, you can't put new wine in old bottles. What does that mean? That means you can't expect new things to come into your life and flourish if you're still holding on to old habits. You understand? If you're still doing things that you used to do, and then you're trying to do something, you're trying to build, for example, you're trying to build a business. But at the end of the day, before you wanted to build this business, you were out getting high. You were out getting drunk. You were out chasing girls or chasing guys, whatever the situation may be. You have to make sacrifices. You understand? You can't be afraid to let go of the old in order to embrace the new. You understand? You have to empty, all of us, we have to empty our vessels in order for the Most High to pour His Spirit into us so that we be made new again. You understand? So, let's just jump in and hear a couple scriptures because you guys know how I feel. You already know how I feel. Let the Most High be true and every man a liar. Let's jump in. Matthew 9:16. No man. Now, this is Christ, okay? We like to start off with Christ here, okay? Matthew 9:16. No man putteth a piece of new cloth unto an old garment, for that which is put in to fill it up, take it from the garment, and the rent and the tear is made worse. So you're not going to have like this old shirt and take something new, brand spanking new, and just put it on there. Because why? By the time you start sewing and this and that, the old shirt is going to tear off. That piece that you're sewing on, the new piece is going to tear right off from the old shirt. Because the old shirt is weak. It can't hold it. It can't hold the new threads, the new fiber. You understand? You can't put new cloth on an old shirt. You can't do it. It's going to be made worse. You understand? Matthew 9:17. Neither do men put new wine into old bottles, else the bottles break, and the wine runneth out, and the bottles perish. But they put new wine into new bottles, and both are preserved. Period. So, and this is with anything, even knowledge and knowing, understanding the truth. And I ran into a couple people. This is what they have their problems with when they find the truth. Well, when they're met with the truth of the Father, it's hard to empty their vessels concerning what they've learned in a Christian church, or whether they grew up Muslim, or whether they grew up whatever, Seventh-day Adventist, whatever the situation may be, Baptist, Buddhist, whatever. It's hard for them to empty their vessel and realize that we've been lied to. But you have to be like a babe again and learn again. And in order to succeed, you have to empty your vessel by letting go of those old habits so the Father can pour into you so that you can be, and you need to become more disciplined. You understand? Because this is something that is really true, and I know it personally. You know what I'm saying? And it's when you let go of one bad habit, you gain 3 good habits. And it's so true. I'm telling you. Like if you guys out there may be drinking or whatever it is that you are doing that is really holding you back. And I'm telling you, once you kick that, this is what I was going to say. Let go of that habit for like a month and watch how much work you get done. Just do it for a month. And I'm telling you, you will see a change in your life. Because that habit, drinking, now you probably want to fornicate. Now you probably want to scroll through the gram way too much. Now you probably want to hang out All of those things come right under the umbrella of what? You drinking. So if you cut drinking, that's gone. And you can capitalize off of things that are important. You can see straight, you can think straight. You know what I'm saying? Your focus is not the flesh. Because you have to remember, when your flesh is risen, your spirit is brought low. But when your spirit rise, your flesh is brought low. You understand? So by you kicking habits and being disciplined and sacrificing these things and by you sacrificing, you showing the Father that you really want this. You understand? And a lot of the times we block our blessings by the habits that we don't let go. I'm telling you. And your habits can be hanging with somebody, listening to them gossip. Even if you don't gossip, but you listening to somebody gossip, your blessings is being blocked. I'm telling you. Certain things you eating out all the time, your blessings is being blocked. Because a lot of the times you get blessed with a business, you're only good as your discipline. Because anybody can open up something. But are you disciplined enough to keep it open and to watch it grow? You know what I'm saying? Are you willing to put the sacrifices in order to see and to start building it by yourself? Because a lot of people you won't have around you. You understand what I'm saying? Is that okay with you? And that's why you have to kick those habits. All of us, you know what I'm saying? You have to work out mind, body, and spirit. You do. You know what I'm saying? You have to read more. If you're not reading, you're not leading. And you're not leading first, starting with you. Because at the end of the day, you can't lead yourself without being a reader, because knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, you have to read to obtain those things. You do. Yeah, you can watch videos and stuff like that. But when you read, it's something spiritual that happens when you read. And your mouth is actually uttering those words. It's a big difference. So leaders are readers. If you ain't reading, you ain't leading. And if you're leading, you ain't leading very far. But I digress. But you guys, you can't put new wine in old bottles. Luke 5:36. And he spake also a parable unto them. No man putteth a piece of a new garment. And this is Luke's. Upon an old. No man put a piece of a new garment upon an old. If otherwise, then both the new maketh a rent, a tear, and the piece that was taken out of the new agreeth not with the old. They don't agree. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you begin to grow, you start to lose like old friends. And that's not to say that you fronting on them. You know what I'm saying? It's just that your growth, you know what I'm saying? And people get offended and somehow think that you're slighting them when you want to grow. It's crazy. It's like, you think you better than us? Or, no, I think I'm better than my own situation that I'm dealing with. It has nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying? And I think this is what people don't really understand. Life is meant to, people seem to think that life, you're staying still. No, you're actually going up or you're coming down, but you're never staying still. Life is forever moving and forever changing. And at the end of the day, your growth and you want something new for yourself and cutting off those old habits so the Father can pour in your blessings. Because at the end of the day, certain blessings take a new version of you. You know what I'm saying? And I had to realize that myself. Me asking the Father for certain things, like big things. And he's looking like, yeah, I'll give it to you, but you need to do this, and this first. Because the state you in, I can't give it to you like that. Which is understandable. It's like a child asking for a car at 5 years old. The car is fine if he has a car, but not now. You know what I'm saying? He got to grow up. He got to learn how to drive. He got to do this. He got to get his license. You know what I'm saying? So those are the things. That's how the Father looks at us. You understand? It's not about him giving it to us. It's about, are we ready to receive it? Is our landing space clear to receive it responsibly? Because if we can't be responsible over small things and few things, how can he make us great over many things? You know what I'm saying? Luke 5:38. But new wine must be put into new bottles, and both are preserved. Luke 5:39. Luke 5:39. No man also having drunk old wine straightway desireth new, for he saith, the old is better. This is what people say. You try to teach them something new. You try to tell them these things. You try to help them out, or whatever the situation may be. Or it takes studying for them to level up, to get to the level that they're so, that they want, but they don't want to change their old ways. They're like, oh no, we've always done it like this. We've always done this. I've always done it like this. Yeah, but it hasn't gotten you anywhere. I've always wore this. I've always went this place, and listen, it's enough of that. Okay, change scares people, and I get it, but at the end of the day, you have to change. If you don't change, you're going to stay where you are, but you're going to be going down slowly. And that's the worst thing, because that comes with regret. And you don't want to be out there regretting stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't. If you got breath, change. Bet on yourself. You are your best investment. Drop those habits and watch how the Most High pour blessings into you. By you dropping the habits, I'm telling you, your blessing can be right behind that habit. Move that habit out the way, and the blessing will reveal itself, because it's there. The Father, when we ask the Father, He always does His job. But is your landing space clear? Because remember, you can't put new wine in old bottles. You can't put new situation and new blessings in a vessel full of chaos and confusion and nonsense. Last one, and I'm done. Ephesians 4:23. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. Whoa. So, be renewed. This is what you have to do. You have to be renewed in the spirit of your mind. You have to do it. You have to do it. We have to do it. You understand what I'm saying? And the things that I have right now, the things that I've prayed and asked for, is requiring a different version of me. I just had to make some sacrifices just recently. I just had to cut some more things out. Things that weren't asked for me to cut before, but then I made it through that hurdle. Now I'm being asked to cut these things out, certain things out, because I've prayed for something else bigger. And it's like, you're going to have to cut this, and that out then. You can't have this and that. So I was like, you know what? That's what I got to do. Because what do you want? You want the habits, or you want to thrive? What do you want? You want your flesh to rise, or you want your spirit to rise? Because they don't, it's either one or the other. Remember, the spirit and the flesh are contrary one to another. They never agree on anything. So what do you want? You kick the habits and gain your blessings, or you keep the habits and live with regret. So with that being said, you guys, remember, you can't put new wine in old bottles. Empty your vessels so the Most High can pour into you and you receive your blessings. So with that being said, I pray you are edified. Remember to stay prayed up. Sin not. The kingdom is at hand. Repent and be baptized for the remission of sins. And I'll see y'all in the next video.